I didn't bring my guitar, so.
I guess I missed it. Jesus.
You heard that
I feel
stomach?
like I need to back up.
You
Oh
heard that
my
stomach? I'm
God.
hungry.
He just
My
like,
stomach
there was a
growled.
noise over here that's.
Stomach growling. All right. So, what was your favorite present you got as a kid?
As a kid,
Yeah.
the one that sticks out in my head is I got this camera, and it was I can't remember. I think I was something like 12 or 13, but it was this very nice. I got from my parents camera, like an adult, version of a
12,
camera. It wasn't a
13?
toy camera; it was an actual camera, and so I ran
Was it like
around.
Fisher Price?
No, it was actually I want to say Canon or Nikon at the
Oh,
time. Like this is
yeah.
the 80s. Okay, so
Yeah.
and it was so cool. And I remember just picking it up and I'm like, this isn't a toy. It was a real camera. And I ran around just shooting pictures. And I got really a little obsessed with it for a while. I even got black and white film because I had this idea. I'm going to take these artistic
So you're an artiste.
artiste. I was going to be like the next Ansel Adams. Like,
Okay.
right? All the black and white photos.
Well, you're up in Dakotas, so I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of things to kind of picturesque. Maybe no, not really.
No, it's flat.
Pretty flat.
It's really flat. Don't go there. It's cold. It's flat.
Okay. How do you still have that camera today?
I do not. That camera, I have no idea what happened to it. I don't think it would have survived.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, folks, I'm Coach Tanya.
And I'm Coach Mertz.
And this is the Affiliate Soapbox.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite Christmas present?
Oh, I'm going to go back to the Nintendo.
Will you be the one to witness the birth of the incredible Nintendo Entertainment System?
Oh, Nintendo, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever go back and Google search, what year was that? That was, 85, I guess, somewhere up in there.
Was it 85?
Maybe, I'm guessing there. Maybe a little longer.
The old square
maybe 87.
coffee table box.
And if you go back, Google search, kid opening Nintendo in 87 or whatever, and just look at a video that they probably have. I'm sure you can find it. And these kids just opening it up and just freaking the F out. That was me.
Because you got Super Mario Brothers with it, right? And I think you also got Duck Hunt, if you were lucky, maybe.
Duck Hunt? Yeah. Well, no, it came, so I think at that time, it came as a combo. So you got the Duck Hunt with Super Mario Brothers and the gun and all that. And I could tell you, if you were to ask me if I still have it today, I do not, but I do have a Nintendo.
I was going to say, because if you had it today,
and I say Super Nintendo. I'm sorry, Nintendo.
We're going to go sell
I said Super Nintendo.
With a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean Nintendo. But yeah, so I still have my a Nintendo from back in the day.
You still have the old one?
I still have the old one, and I still have all my old gaming systems.
We need to go to a pawn shop or some sort of...
No. So the reason why I say I still have a Nintendo is because my first one, I had a bench press. I had a bench and weights and stuff, and my buddy of mine was like, I think I was this was probably 15 years after that. I was probably, 17, 18, I say 10 years, maybe let's say 10 years after that. And a buddy of mine was like, hey, Mertz, do you want to get rid of that weight set? And I was like, well, because I was going to a gym and I was like, well, you got your old Nintendo? So we traded.
No. Okay.
So I gave my bench and my weights, and I got the Nintendo and all the games.
Would you make that same trade today?
No. No, because gym equipment is expensive now.
If it was an original Nintendo and if it was in really good shape, that might actually be a really good trade.
It could be, but I don't know. So definitely, I still have all my old gaming systems. I have my Sega Genesis. I have the Atari 1400. I have the Atari 800.
Man, the Sega Genesis, that was a good trade.
Y'all came to my house for my Thanksgiving and Friendsgiving, and if you went upstairs, my guy's loft, I have all my systems sitting there.
You have a guy's loft?
Yeah.
So instead of a man cave, everyone, Mertz has a guy's loft.
Well, a cave is down. Mine is upstairs. So you go upstairs, not downstairs. And that's not a cave.
Okay.
It can't be a cave if it's upstairs.
No, it can't.
No, so it's guy's loft. Yeah.
So in your guy's loft, do you have this super old game that only like ancient people had? It was called ClearVision.
ColecoVision. No, I didn't have that. Didn't have that. I remember this. The Neo Geo was like the gaming system to try to get.
Neo Geo. There's no stopping us.
But that gaming system was like $1,600, which
In the 80s?
yes. And I remember my dad would give me lunch money every day, and I would just make my own lunch and keep the lunch money to try to save up for that. I never did get it. I never did get it.
$1,600 in the 80s. What
Yeah.
did it do? Did
it
it like
was,
fly? Did it take you
I
to
mean,
the
it
future?
was a really good gaming system. Nobody had one, and I was wanting to get it, and yeah, it was cool. It was cool.
Okay.
The
All
games were
right.
really cool. But anyway, yeah. So, I think that leads into, yeah, how the joy of getting that first present as a kid. And I think almost being said the same when I could remember my first joy of walking into a CrossFit gym.
Wow, that was a great lead-in, folks. I got to give him credit for that.
It was different, but same in a way. And I'd say different because walking into a first CrossFit gym, you're like, what is going on here? Right? You see all these people
I
moving.
walked in and I was like, what's going on? I don't know if I want to be here. I was like peeking around the corner.
Completely opposite.
Yeah, I was like, what are they doing over there? I don't know if I want to do that. And then I just like stood around until someone came and talked to me.
I was amazed by some of the things I was, with people seeing people do heavy back squats and cleans and these and all the different things you kind of see inside of a CrossFit gym. And it is back in the day when, actually it has kind of been popular lately is on as terms of talking in CrossFit world right now is machines. And,
Yeah.
back in the day, you didn't like if you maybe had one rower at the gym. I remember the gym I started at, I think they had two rowers. There was nothing there was no bikes. There was no, ski ergs, all these different machines that we have nowadays. And I think Chase Ingram was talking about on his podcast and actually led it to Dave Castro talking about it on his podcast about machines right now. So I think if you want to give, I think a good gift for every time in
a bike, you want to give me,
like getting that cool little cardio machines and whatnot inside the CrossFit gym. But are they necessarily needed? Not all the time. You could program around them.
No.
And I think that's kind of the kind of point I was trying to make there is that is a good talk is like you see people walking inside of a gym with this expectation of seeing like 8 ski ergs and
Right.
and echo bikes and bike ergs and all these different machines.
Like this
and you
lineup,
kind of
like this
judge the gym
squadron of machines.
you kind of judge the gym on how much equipment they have when, back in the day, there was no such thing as any of that stuff. You had barbells, weights, kettlebells, not even dumbbells, and you just worked around everything.
Burpees.
So
everything with burpees. Okay.
Burpees every week, twice a week, maybe.
Bench press burpees, squat burpees.
Yeah.
I love this plan.
And it wasn't even benches.
Get rid of all the machines.
I think probably you might have had maybe 2 or 3 benches, but I remember like back in the day, it was not as much equipment as people tend to think they need nowadays. And we kind of, do we get spoiled a little bit as CrossFit world in the CrossFit world? Probably.
I think it just depends. Like as we've grown and expanded as a methodology, our motto is the unknown and the unknowable, being prepared for anything and everything. So as we are expanding that, we need to have more implements, more equipment, more different training devices, because if you're going to be prepared for anything and everything, you have to have different things to train with. Body weight is awesome. I love burpees, clearly. The barbell is great. Okay. Kettlebells are great. You want to have the dumbbells. There's different aspects to training that certain tools, certain machines, maybe it's the rower, maybe it's the bike, maybe it's a skier, will add. You get things that sometimes don't absolutely need them. They're not absolutely necessary, but they add to your training. So if you can have them, let's do it. If there's no room, if they're not in the budget, that's fine. But if you can have them, that's absolutely great. So let's do it. Let's throw everything in the pot.
Yeah.
We've got the hopper. We're going to.
Yeah. Well, I mean, machines are great. And I don't mean to knock them at all. And I think as a CrossFit gym, trying to accumulate them as you kind of work through the beginning of your tenure as a gym owner to kind of lead yourself down the line, maybe kind of look at certain point of being able to structurally buy some equipment, but it's not cheap.
No, it's really
Not cheap at all. I
no.
mean, if you get, let's say, 8 Echo bikes, I mean, that's 10 grand right there, right?
Mhm.
So, it's definitely not cheap, and that's a whole other issue there, right? If you have, you got a gym and you only get 1 bike, what are you gonna do with 1 bike?
Well, I
Yeah.
think, but that's one of the benefits of joining a gym, though, is right. So you're not trying to fill your house. You're not, destroying your own budget by buying all these different pieces of equipment and all these different machines. That's why we come to the gym.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And when's a good time to start? When should we start? What do you need? How ready should we be? A lot of people are looking at New Year's as the day to get started. After the new year, you see a lot of people flood into the gym, but why not now?
Well, good question. I think everybody's a little different there, and we're kind of touching this a little bit before we started the camera, started rolling. But some people that don't have they live in a city where they don't have family, they don't have much going on. They have all the time in the world to
During the holidays,
during the
right? So maybe
holidays.
during the
They
holidays
definitely
is
try
a
to fill
slower
in.
time.
It's a
Yeah.
great time for them to be able to start because they really have the opportunity to kind of walk into a CrossFit gym at any point without having any appointments here. You got. I know this. Women love to get their hair done during the holidays. They like to get their nails done. Like to do all these different things, and that right there, y'all know how hard it is. You set an appointment, and something happens, you got to reschedule that appointment. Well, you're screwed. So, I think that's where people a lot of you set yourself up for the holidays, so you have all these appointments going on, and trying to fit in joining the CrossFit gym is probably down the list when it should be on top of the list. Maybe.
I think, but that's key. If you're setting appointments, that actually means that you are capable of creating a schedule for yourself, that you can at least to a certain percent stay true to that schedule.
Yeah.
And that's actually a perfect time and a perfect situation to start CrossFit because you just schedule it in. Find a time, right? Decide I'm going to walk in the door this day, or call that CrossFit gym and say, I want to start this day. Make an appointment with them, make an appointment with yourself. If we push off when we're going to do something, it tends to keep getting pushed off further and further and further,
Well,
right? I'm going to start reading more books. When? Next year.
Yeah. Well,
Whole
and
year.
I talked about the females. Well, the guys, we procrastinate like get out, right? So like getting
Yes.
presents for our spouses or our girlfriends or whoever, even our family, it's like, we wait until like the day before Christmas to really kind of go buy anything, right? And the opposite is true. Like we don't have appointments. We
True,
have all
but
these
if you're
different stuff.
looking for a reason to avoid buying your gifts, okay, join the CrossFit gym.
or just buy all your family members a CrossFit membership.
That's true. That's true. That gift right there, the gift that keeps on giving. It's a one-stop shop, and then you can join yourself and work out. It's perfect.
Yeah, then you can do it with your family and friends and enjoy it together. Start together. I think that's another good thing. You can see a lot of retention rate is really huge when it's not just one person walking in the gym. It's a couple or a roommate or whoever. You bring other people with
Your
you,
friends,
your
right.
friends or family with you, and even one extra person will make you accountable to go because now you start talking off, outside of class time. Hey, when you going next? No, and it kind of feeds into the accountability there a lot. So
helping motivate each other,
so I
keep
think
each other on
I think
track.
definitely at least maybe buying at least for one person in your life to come join in with you.
I think walking in the door at any time. We tend to put things off, whether I'll do it tomorrow or I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to start after, January 1st. We might have that New Year's resolution. And having a plan can be really great. But sometimes there's a lot to be said for, man, I'm totally unprepared, but you know what? 3, 2, 1, go. Boom, we're doing it, right? Walk in that door, make that phone call, write that email, just do it. 3, 2, 1, go. 'Cause sometimes we overthink things and we overplan things, and we tend to not accomplish those things simply because we get stuck in the mode of, I need to do this first, I need to do that first. Oh, when I figure out what I'm going to wear to CrossFit, I'm going to go, or some people don't feel like they're in good enough shape. I got to get in shape and lose some weight, and then I'm going to start CrossFit. No, 3, 2, 1, go. Walk in the door, find out what's the schedule? Talk to a coach. How do I get started? Just go. Just do
Well,
it
I was
now.
going to say this in your gym, looking at your members, uh, I would say a very small amount have come in with some prior experience.
Yeah,
Very
absolutely. And I love
small.
that.
Very small.
Yeah.
A majority of your gym is people have never probably even walked inside of a gym at all before.
At all, or at least not inside a gym that gave them guidance and a
Sure.
coach
They might have like Planet
class.
Fitness kind of
Right.
stuff, right? They might have
Maybe it's
walked in
been a
there
24-hour,
when
you walk in, you walk out.
they walked in for that one for the month and then never went back again.
Yeah. And I love that. I love having people come in and starting athletes that have never even considered themselves athletes,
Yeah.
right? They walk in, and they don't have this preconceived notion of what a gym can be even. Those
Yeah.
folks are
And that's
great.
great.
I love that because you're starting someone on the correct path right away, right? So if you've
When
never
they don't have any negativity walking in,
Right.
their curiosity is what you can make them bloom into a really special athlete because you're starting them from square one. So any kind of negative movement patterns or whatnot, you can fix them like that.
Right. And the other thing about starting during the holiday season is it's a great stress reliever, right?
Oh yeah.
Walk in the door, let's work out, let's get your heart rate up, let's throw around some heavy weight. You're going to feel a lot better walking out that door. So maybe 3, 2, 1, go. You just did a CrossFit class. You can do anything. So now you can go buy that gift you've been putting off for the last 3 months that your wife wants, right? You can go in there, fight your way through the crowd. I remember do you remember it was like the 80s, 90s where there'd be the one gift. Usually it was a toy. I think there's a movie about this. And
yeah.
mean, that was the thing to get. That
Yeah.
was you had to have it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jingle All the Way, I think was the name of the movie.
There was a movie
right?
about that, but that was true.
These guys are looking for a Turbo Man? A gentleman dog, yes.
There were gifts where this was the gift of the year, and there would be lines, there would be fights in line to get this gift.
Thank you for the internet. We don't have to worry about that anymore.
That's true, because you could also purchase a plan to a CrossFit gym right online.
Oh,
right?
and I wanted to ask you this question. And again, going back to a person that may be like, well, I don't know if I want to, do this, do that, go into a CrossFit gym. They call you up. They set up a consultation. How long does a consultation take?
A consultation can take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay.
It just depends on the person. Like, how deep do we need to go to figure out what it is that you're looking for, what your why is, why are you really there? Have you defined your goals? Do we need to help you define those goals? And then we create a plan. So sometimes people walking in can have, I want this, I need that, and this is the date. Great. So they might have a lot of information already laid out that we can work with. Maybe we didn't need to dig a little deeper. Sometimes you have folks come in that are a little bit shy about telling us what it is that they want, what it is that they need. So we have a longer conversation.
Sure.
But the key is walk in, maybe plan for an hour. You might get done with that consultation sooner. Just walk in the door. 3, 2, 1,
well,
go.
it goes back to that appointment scheduling, right? You schedule your hair, you schedule your nails, whatever it is you schedule during this holiday season. Throw that in there. It's like I said, 30 minutes to an hour of your time. You can kind of get a fixating idea of what it looks like to walk inside of a CrossFit gym, no sweat intro. And
maybe it's something to do, we talk about we're going to get together with some friends during the holidays, go out for some drinks. Maybe get together with some friends and try a CrossFit gym. Sign up for a CrossFit class. Go to a consultation, right? It doesn't always have to be the classic drinking.
Bachelor number 1, how do you encourage a shy girl to be more romantic?
I think liquor helps a lot.
I've seen a lot of, you see dating shows and people trying to find those creative first dates. They're going to an escape room. They go try a dance class or a cooking class, right? Try a CrossFit class.
I like that idea.
Call a friend up, call the gym. Hey, we want to try this class. You're going to walk out a little bit healthier, okay? More of a plan. And it's not the same old routine of we got to go for drinks. We got to go have this big heavy meal. I got to set out 4 hours, right? And especially if you're with friends and you're like, man, I don't want to spend all night with these friends. Schedule a CrossFit class, come for an hour, walk in, try something new. And here's the thing, Mertz, if you aren't sure how to start, you're wondering to yourself, do I know anybody that does CrossFit? How do you know someone's a CrossFitter?
Oh, they'll let you know as soon as you meet them. Yeah, look, I tell you, as a CrossFitter, and I used to sell Avocare,
Oh,
Oh, look, you used to know it then. Like my hockey buddies would make fun of me because I would be driving to Baton Rouge and I just wouldn't shut up about CrossFit and Avocare. What's funny is two of them now do CrossFit.
right. I was gonna say, which cult did they follow you into?
Right.
CrossFit, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, well, yeah. So I think really getting that consultation in, coming in, talking about it, setting yourself up for that New Year resolution where you can talk about it with them and kind of lay out a plan is super important. And it doesn't cost you anything.
No, the
Just look,
consultation is free. Set up an
yeah,
appointment, come in the door. We'll talk about when to get you started, how to get you started, hopefully get you started a little sooner than you planned, right? Because if we can get that motivation going now, if we can set that schedule, get that routine, those habits set now, the new year will be even easier.
what about if two people walk in?
That's even better because then you've got two people that are walking in. You've got built-in accountability, right? So if you've got Sam and Bob, you're gonna be, okay, Sam, what are you coming? Well, I'm not sure. Well, Bob already said he wants to start tomorrow, and he's your friend,
Yeah.
right? A little bit of help each other, push each other. That's what you're coming to the gym for. You're coming to the gym for accountability. So come in with that friend so you can
Yeah.
set yourselves up for
Yeah.
success.
And with all the craziness in Christmas right now and everybody's yeah, well everybody's Christmas is the gift is a time of year where we give. We give, we give, we give. We give our time, we give presents, we really try to help our community out as much as possible. And I don't think there's a better way than to walk and sign up a CrossFit
All
gym
the time, make each other happier
with your
by
friend.
making each other
Yeah,
healthier.
bring a
Walk in
friend.
with a friend.
Bring a friend. You also probably have a good referral deal when that happens, I would think.
Absolutely. Usually there's a referral friend. So you both come in, you refer each other. There's probably some sort of cash back or discount, if
Yeah.
you will, off of that first 4 weeks, that first month.
Yeah.
So give yourself the gift of better health, longevity, and fitness this year, folks.
Yes.
Right?
And that's what I look forward to the next year is
All right.
just keeping on that plan of being consistently showing up. New Year's is coming around, and I don't think there's a better way to start 2026 than on the right foot and getting us out of CrossFit gym. And if you could do it beforehand, do it.
Do it now. Three,
Do it
two,
now.
one, go.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, folks. Happy holidays. We're glad you were with us. We're looking forward to seeing you next year. I'm Coach Mertz.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
And I'm and I'm Coach Tanya.
Do I really? Oh. This has been the Affiliate Soapbox. Please like, share, and follow. Merry
Merry Christmas, y'all.
I don't know where that came from. I'm Coach Mertz. Huh. Maybe I'm like, I don't know where that came
Oh,
from.
ow.
I'm Coach Mertz.
That was funny.
I know what it's like to be Coach Mertz.